I know. I'm on track. I never stop, baby. Never stop.
I know.
Can I exercise my broadcaster muscle now? Or are you gonna cut that out? Cut that.
Clip it.
All right.
Welcome to another episode of Thank You for Your Services podcast.
You fucking douche.
This is a podcast that we made specifically so that we can get things about work and more or less life in general off of our chests.
Yeah.
And I hope it's listened to by anybody who can relate to our stories. And if anybody goes, "Oh shit, I've had that happen," then this is for you.
Yeah, whether you're listening at evening, afternoon, or the morning, good day to you. And
Indubitably.
and if you would like to contact us or follow us, you can follow us on Instagram at ThankYouForUrServices_podcast.
Thanks for your services _podcast.
And right across from me, my co-host Tommy Two Streets, he gets back to people right away for all your inquiries and anything you'd like to send us.
Well, that's not all. Our Instagram is where you can find all of our goings on.
Yes. All of our appearances.
I reach out to the listeners a lot. I'll ask questions.
He does.
And there's also links to all of our social media accounts on there in our bio.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are listening to if you're hearing the sound of my voice, if you want to hear us on a platform that you prefer, Stitcher, Google, Spotify, iTunes, or if you're into watching your podcasts, we're also on YouTube now, and I'm putting clips on TikTok. All of that stuff is on our Instagram. Thanks for your services _podcast.
Yeah, he put some pretty good TikToks up there, just like clips from the show and whatnot.
I try.
And then if you'd rather just do email, maybe you're not a social media person, but also a podcast person like I was for a long time, where I didn't do social media, you can email us at ThankYouForUrServices@gmail.com. You're spelled U-R.
That's right.
ThankYouForUrServices@gmail.com. We've only gotten one real email so far.
Mm-hmm.
Boris Karloff's driveway or whatever.
That's right.
Yeah, we're still looking for you.
Reveal yourself.
All right, so Tommy Two Streets, it's lovely to have you here at my wonderful home.
Your abode.
And
your domicile.
Yeah, I tried to talk my wife into coming on the podcast tonight. But
someday.
She just kept asking me what it's about tonight, and I said, same thing it's always about.
That's right.
And I didn't really have a real answer for her. So
work shit, life experiences, stories.
Yeah, mostly.
And whatever the hell
Mostly
else.
just complaining about work, I would say. I got to say, dude, I really like these new mic stands. I can see you now, and that's so much better.
Don't you think so?
Yeah, I do.
That's
This is
exactly why I
fantastic.
got them.
Thank you for getting them. If you would like money for them, I can give you money.
We'll discuss it off the pod.
Well, that's why I'm discussing it here on the pod.
We'll discuss it off the pod.
Okay.
Aria?
Yeah, I didn't know you were picking these up. These are nice.
Yeah, no big deal.
Oh, Aria fell last week. She missed her jump. She missed a jump. I know, Aria. Aria wants to redeem herself.
Wipe out.
Aw. She's a good cat.
Dude, that moment was so funny because that was
very
the
funny.
last 2 minutes of the whole night.
Yeah, that was very funny. She wants my attention really bad.
Almost
right
caught on camera.
Oh.
She was just out of frame. It was so funny.
So, I want to get into it. What's on your mind, baby?
Ooh.
Give me the goods this week. You go first, because I always go first.
Let's see.
Oh my god, the fucking notes.
Yeah,
on
I
the
gotta.
phone.
I have to keep.
Don't you have it memorized by now?
No, I write the stuff down as it happens. You crazy. Well,
I can't stop singing that Tiny Tim song in my head.
Well,
Tiptoe Through the Tulips. I know it's not originally by him, but anyway.
Isn't it?
No, it's not actually. It's from like the 20s.
Okay.
And then he covered it and made it really like unsettling, and that's why that became really famous. And then in 2010, Insidious took it and used it as like the main song for when the demon is
scary.
in the Anyway, go on. Oh, lightning just flashed. Holy shit. Big storm rolling in, ladies and germs.
It hit Mel about an hour ago, and she said she didn't lose power. She said
That's
they're chilling. So I'm confident we'll be okay.
Yeah,
Do you have any funny license plates this week?
I do.
What's yours?
It's not that funny. I thought it was hilarious at the time.
This better be funny.
It's not that funny. Dr. TLC.
I think I've seen that.
Yeah, I think you have too, but I don't know if we ever talked about it on the podcast, but it cracked me up. I don't know.
Is there a space between
No.
R and T?
No,
Oh, man.
literally just Dr.
DRTLC.
TLC. No, it was like spelled out doctor. Yeah, I don't know. It was very odd.
DOCTOR?
Maybe I can't remember. I had to because I was driving, so I had to use my voice, like
Voice to
Siri.
text.
Yeah, and I was making note, but it was very silly.
I took pictures of a couple.
Oh yeah, Jesus, Tom, you're taking pictures of people's license plates.
If I'm at a red light, hell yeah.
Whoa.
The only problem is my pictures are on that phone over there, but I have proof of them.
Okay.
Like, well, I'll start with a sticker. I saw a sticker that said "fuck Putin."
Really?
Yeah,
Just fuck Putin.
it was like a Ukrainian flag,
Yeah.
and the U was some kind of like trident looking symbol.
Okay.
I don't know what it's called or what
I
it
have
is,
no
but
idea.
it's instead of the U. But I thought it was interesting that an American person, possibly just a regular American person in
I see that stuff a lot.
state of Delaware, just had "fuck Putin" on their car.
In fact, I think one of the guys at my unit has that sticker on their car.
That's so interesting to me.
Yeah, well, fuck Putin.
I mean, we all agree on that, but he's not over here. He's not affecting.
Not yet.
Fair enough. We'll see.
God.
That fucking fake judo master.
Judo master?
Yeah.
Does he claim he's a judo master?
No,
Like Steven
he-
Seagal?
He got his black belt allegedly because people were too afraid to go hard on him.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Well, you've seen the Steven Seagal like videos of him like flipping people over, where all he does is
Those are hilarious.
grab their wrist.
Those are hilarious.
They're very, very funny.
Apparently, with the Aikido sword, he's
Yeah.
like legit.
Oh, who cares?
But yeah, we don't fight samurai swords anymore.
Yeah.
So I know we
Okay,
don't.
Arya. I know. Arya really wants to talk with me today. She looked right at me.
I saw. Oh, speaking of cats, I saw
You just saw prrr.
PRRRRR.
Aw.
It was funny.
Arya, was that your car?
Yeah. Well, it would say meow if it was Arya's car. I
Oh.
saw Soup 3. I like that one.
That's
a lot.
hilarious. It's just Soup 3.
Yeah, Soup dash 3.
What?
Not a space, but a hyphen. I thought it was even funnier, and I want to see Soup 1 and 2.
Dude, when like I want to say 3 years ago, almost 4 years ago now, Liz and I were in Orlando, and we went to Universal Studios, and we went to a really cool ramen place called Super Saiyan, and it was all a Dragon Ball Z themed ramen restaurant, and it's amazing, dude.
They were always eating ramen on that show,
Yeah,
and in anime, they're always
eating
noodles.
ramen. Yeah, always eating noodles.
That's
All right,
cool.
so tell me what's on your mind.
I'm not done.
Sorry.
Always with the fucking. You push me along, and yet the last one I have is Iron Maiden.
That's cool.
IRNMADN.
Oh, that's cool. I guess they're a
Yeah.
big Iron Maiden fan.
Guess so. Either that or medieval torture devices.
Oh yeah, I went to a torture museum. I told you about it.
I've been there in St. Augustine.
Yeah, it's fucking cool, man.
Yeah, it's cool as shit.
Yeah.
And there's always that one at the Ren Fair too.
I've never been to a Ren Fair in my life.
It's fun.
Yeah, it looks fun.
It's legit fun.
Have you been to Medieval Times, the restaurant?
No,
That is fun.
I don't know where the closest one is. I've
Jersey.
Never had a chance to go.
Yeah, there's one in Jersey. It's about an hour and a half away.
I mean, if I'm driving an hour and a half into Jersey, you know where I'm going.
Newark.
Rainforest Cafe.
Oh, I love the Rainforest Cafe.
I want to go bad.
I didn't even know that was in Jersey.
There's one in Atlantic City.
Oh my God, that's right.
We talked about this a couple of
We
pods
did
ago.
because Liz and I were in Atlantic City for that horror con back in April. In fact, we're going to another one next weekend.
My dad was
the
asking
lights
me.
are starting to.
My dad was asking me where I wanted to go for dinner for my birthday, and I said
Yeah.
there.
Rainforest Cafe. Yeah.
And he poo-pooed it because it was far.
Lame.
And I'm like, whatever.
It's not his birthday.
My fucking birthday.
Yeah.
Hello, Aria.
Aria, are you on the podcast? What do you know? What are you going to say? She's like, looking at you, Tommy. Okay.
Can you see her little pinhead? Or is she covered by my cups? No.
Liz, Aria is literally sitting in the chair like people.
Yeah, she's third chair.
Give her a microphone. Mic that cat. Oh, speaking of which,
I actually would,
my
too.
my wife Liz beat that game Stray recently. Yeah, I played it with her. It's pretty cool.
I want to play it bad.
Yeah, it's almost like you walk up to something and you hit a button.
You interact with it.
Yeah, it's one of those games. Not typically my kind of game. I'm more of like a platformer kind of person, but it was cool. Why, Aria? Why are you doing that weird face?
She looked like she was yawning.
She was, but she was like trying to hold it in.
I think that
She's so
that means she was
weird.
about to sneeze.
Oh, look at that face right now. Aria, are you okay?
She seems good.
She seems weird.
She is weird.
Yeah, but she's not usually this weird. I don't know. Cats are just weird.
Cats are fucking weird.
Yeah. I love them, though.
Yeah.
They're cool. All right. So you got more license plates?
No, I said that was it. Remember?
No.
I want to talk about how people dress for court
Oh, yeah, please.
nowadays.
Yeah. How people dress for anything nowadays.
Like,
It's trash.
I'm sick of that take of people used to dress nice to fly.
Well, they did.
I don't care.
See, and I agree on the other end.
Well, then you're part of the problem.
I see. I would say you're part of the problem.
Well, maybe it's not my problem. It sounds like it's your problem.
Yeah. Okay. What's your anger about?
People used to do that on the planes because it was special to fly.
Yeah.
Like, way more special.
Sure.
But now people fly every day, all the time.
Yeah, I would say in general though, people when they were out in public used to act a lot nicer and dress nicer.
Yeah, well, those days are long gone.
Yeah, but that sucks.
I guess so.
Everyone, as soon as they leave their home, is on fucking vacation now. Dude, you know what I did the other day?
Can't wait to hear about it.
No, I mean, this is gross. So we go to Honeygrow a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I could tell the Honeygrow workers were fucking overworked, and like it was getting late, and we were waiting for our order, and I was like, all right, I gotta take a piss. So went into the bathroom. Bro, so much shit. It was all over the toilet. It was on the toilet seat. It was underneath the toilet seat. It was sprayed. I don't know how that's even possible where they spray it between the toilet seat and the toilet bowl rim. Like, I truly don't understand how a butthole can just shoot sideways like that. It was on the left side of it.
Well,
It was odd. So anyway, I cleaned up all that poop for him in that bathroom.
you're braver than you give yourself credit for.
And it was dried up too. So I was scraping at it with the toilet brush that was in there.
And you didn't say a word of this to any of them, did you?
No, God no. Why would I?
I would have been like, hey, your bathroom is a fucking disaster.
Yeah,
by the
well,
way.
they were really busy, and I was like, they're gonna have to clean this at 9:00 tonight.
That sounds like a them problem.
Well, I felt bad.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, that shit sucks. I've had to do that, all the time.
And you're still doing it now.
I am still doing it now.
For free.
Yeah. Well,
Actually,
no,
you
I
paid
get-
to do it.
Yeah, I did pay to clean a poop off at a Honeygrow
You paid
restaurant.
to clean a dookie toilet.
I sure did.
My God.
Yeah.
Remember when I was talking about how people dress for court?
Yep.
And then it just kind of went to the Honeygrow story?
Yeah. Yeah, because it's shell shit to me. Go on.
Well, people's shitty,
So how do they dress for court?
like in fucking pajamas.
Yeah.
It's crazy. That's
well,
crazy.
It started with flying because of people like you.
I think those two are mutually exclusive.
No, I don't. It all started.
You don't
started
think it's
somewhere.
more important to dress nice for somewhere you're going to be judged and possibly charged with crimes rather than just going somewhere?
I'm judging you when I'm at the airport with you.
Why? You're just going to the same place.
I think whenever you're out in public, you should dress fairly nice. Like, I know, because you're such a fan of dressing sloppy with fucking Crocs and stuff. Dude, I can't do it.
You wear joggers, man. There's no difference.
I do wear joggers, yeah, but I'll wear them with sneakers and a t-shirt. I haven't worn joggers in a minute.
It's fucking hot.
Yeah, but I wear my Dickies every day.
Yeah, Dickies are cooler than fucking sweatpants.
Joggers
are sweatpants with cuffs on the bottom.
But I do have jogger sweatpants, but I don't have like when I would wear out different joggers, they were like that other fabric that aren't sweatpants fabric. They're like
canvas or something.
Not canvas. Do they call it tweed?
No.
Or twill? I think it was twill.
Maybe.
I'm not exactly sure.
Tweed is a different thing.
Yeah, tweed is a different thing.
But I'm talking about straight up fucking pajama pants in a courtroom.
So were you just in a courtroom recently?
No, but I saw I saw this and I wrote, it's my fucking thoughts. You asked me what's on my mind, that's a thought.
No, I know, but it's silly. Like I don't.
You fucking loon.
So where did you see this?
Television.
What show? Judge Judy?
Oh my God. Doesn't matter.
It does matter.
No, it doesn't. I didn't write it down, so I don't know.
No.
God forbid.
You didn't write down the show that you saw the pajama pants on in court?
No.
Now, was it a staged show? Like, were they like, all right.
Man, how many times I have to tell you I don't remember?
You didn't answer that question yet.
I don't know. I don't know. I have nothing for you. Nothing at all.
Then why bring it up?
Because it's for discussion.
Yeah, I'm discussing it.
No, you're trying to get into the weeds of the details of what I was watching.
Well, because
I'm trying to talk about the people who dress like shit.
Yeah, they should stop dressing like shit.
I agree, but it's insane to me.
But they should also stop dressing like shit anywhere they go. If you're gonna walk around the mall, stop dressing like shit.
Yeah. That I don't understand either.
What?
Like, if you're doing as much as to, like, if you're running out and grabbing one thing, there's kind of no rules. But if you're going out for the day to go to multiple places,
yeah,
that doesn't make sense to me. Aside from just like sheer laziness.
Well, I think that's just what it's become. I
mean, people have been wearing that kind of shit for years.
Yeah, but you go to other countries, people walk around in collared shirts and like slacks all the time,
like nerds.
Like they don't go out in pajamas and fucking weird sandals. Yeah. Although I gotta say, so Liz always points out to me that most of the world wears sandals like all the time.
They sure do. That's a great point.
And I think that that's very strange because I am always in sneakers or boots.
Well, we've talked about your weird foot stuff.
I don't think it's weird. I think it's weird to wear sandals because what if you're in a situation where you need to... First of all, oh my God, bro.
You avoid stuff like
we
that.
were at the farmer's market last weekend.
Oh, boy.
I saw a guy... Okay, you know those like Japanese wooden flip-flops?
Uh-huh. Like the kimono kind of looking...
Yeah, like the traditional Japanese flip-flops. Dude, I saw a guy walking around in the dirt mall with those things.
Cool.
And then I was like, what happens if he needs to run away from something?
Well,
there's no way you can run in those.
Take them off and run.
And then Liz said, it's possible to run in those. And I was like, there's no way. You definitely can't run as fast as I can in sneakers.
It's entirely possible to run in them.
I'm sure.
But not effectively.
Yeah, not exactly. You're gonna be like, you'll never avoid anybody.
That's on them though.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. I think it was gross too. He was fully clothed, like he had like a collared shirt, slacks, and then these fucking giant wooden flip flops on, and he was just like I mean, I guess this wouldn't make any difference, but he was just like a white guy. Like,
pretty funny.
It wasn't like he was from Japan.
Maybe he lost a bet.
These looked like worn-in shoes, like he wears them a lot.
Sure, but someone's like, if you can't drink this faster than I can, you have to wear those
you have
sandals
to wear
tomorrow.
These fucking wooden sandals
all day.
Maybe he loses a lot of bets.
Guess so.
But do you think he's the guy that puts that bet on the table? He's like, hey, look, if I lose this drinking game, I'll have to wear these wooden sandals. And people are like, why? Okay, that's weird.
Why would somebody making a bet offer
Maybe
up
he likes those sandals.
Why would somebody making a bet offer up a steak like that?
Well, it's like the old story of Brer Rabbit. Did you ever read those stories growing up? Brer Rabbit, Brer Bear. No, nothing like that. Well, anyway,
I don't wear collared shirts every day. I don't read stuff like that.
I thought you.
I do actually.
Yeah, I was going to say you wear a fucking collar shirt. I don't wear collar shirt. I have to wear my army uniform.
I can't
every day.
believe you don't dress the way you think you should. I can't believe you don't dress the way like you're like, oh, people used to.
What are you talking about?
Nice. You don't wear collared shirts when you go run groceries.
No, but I wear Dickies, Converse, and a regular T-shirt, like a nice
clothes.
But I mean, yeah, at least I'm not.
Those are regular clothes.
At least
Matt.
I'm not showing up in like a week old bathing suit and like like some fucking Crocs.
I got
on.
news for you. Those are regular clothes.
What are bathing suit?
Dickies,
Yeah,
Converses,
yeah,
and a white.
Those
shirt.
are regular clothes.
That's not nice. It's just what people
I think it's
wear.
nice. You don't think these Dickies I have on right now are nice?
I think they're pants.
They're nice.
Just
pants.
like these are just fucking pants.
Those are like what, those spill resistant type pants?
They kind of are.
Spill some water on them.
Okay.
Like a little bit.
Try not to spill a lot.
All right.
See, look, it's soaking in a little bit.
Yeah, it's definitely soaking in. Those were not the type of pants I thought they were.
No.
I thought they were like coated in Rain-X. But they're just
That I can't do.
they're just coated in nothing.
They're pants. Like I said.
Yeah.
Christ almighty. I wish I had the photos that I saved from this week. I've been saving the painful memes I see at work.
Yeah, you send me a lot of them. Like all day long.
No, those would never be sent in a workplace.
The painful. Oh, you're talking about painful as in like the cringeworthy memes you're sent in group chats. Yeah,
correct.
Fuck that, dude. I hate group chats in general. I just fucking hate them.
I've got a nice collection of really dumb ones, and I'm like, I can't believe somebody hit send with that sitting there. Like, remember the one like, Hallelujah, it's Friday.
Oh,
remember that one?
Oh my god, yeah. I thought that one died back in like 2012.
Nope. Apparently not.
Oh god. Dude.
Oh, I have one more thing.
Yeah, sure.
On my mind before I give you a turn.
Okay.
A couple weeks ago, by now.
Yeah.
Mel and I were going to somewhere in Philly for either some kind of show.
Yeah.
And before we left, we stopped at Wawa to get food, as we do for the road.
Okay.
Oh, we're both going at it.
I know. We're both like hiccuping and fucking burping.
So I pulled out of the parking lot onto Limestone Road? No. 41, sorry. Mm-hmm. 41 to get out of Hockessin.
Yeah.
And I got this Italian hoagie.
Yeah.
One from the fresh case that's already made.
Okay.
And it has like the accoutrements, the lettuce and the cheese and shit on it. So it had a lot of cheese on it. So okay. I rolled my window down and I was peeling some of it off.
Yeah.
And just throwing it out the window.
Yeah.
Because it's food.
Yeah, it's cheese.
Right.
All right.
So this is broad daylight, like middle of a weekday.
Yeah.
And I was going up 41. There's two lanes I'm in the right lane. There's a left lane, and I was approaching the railroad tracks, and somebody in a black Audi, rushed up on the shoulder.
Okay.
On my right side.
Yeah.
And was yelling shit at us out his window, and my windows were just largely cracked to let a little bit of air in, so I couldn't hear him. So I rolled it down some more, and I said, "What the fuck did you say?" And he said, "Oh, you just gonna throw fucking trash out the window like that?" And we're actively going up the street.
Oh yeah.
At least 40 miles an hour. This is a 2-lane road.
Yeah, I know exactly
and
what you're talking about.
the fucking guy, he's being all brave in his white golf visor.
Right, sure.
Some random white guy by himself.
Yeah.
And Mel took the words right out of my mouth. She goes, "It's fucking cheese." And I'm looking at him right in his fucking eyes. And then he started doing the oh thing. And I was like, "I fucking see you. I know who you are. I will see you again."
Oh, you know who he is?
Motherfucker.
You know who he is?
I've never seen him before, but if I see him
But
again,
that's small town.
I'll exactly.
Yeah, that's where that Wawa's at. That's very small town.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he fucking he rode up the shoulder some more and turned right into some parking lot so he could like go away
Sure.
and just vanished. And if I wasn't on the way somewhere, I might have like asked him to have a conversation with me somewhere. Cuz I'd be like, "Look, man, why do you think it's okay to just yell at somebody whether you think I'm throwing trash out my window or not? You rode up the shoulder like a crazy person, crossing railroad tracks. There's cars on either side of us at this point. Plus, Mel was on that side of the car.
Yeah.
So now you're endangering her. Now I
Sure.
have to smack you in the mouth.
Yeah. All for some cheese.
All for fucking provolone cheese."
Well, I got in an argument with a guy at a red light. I think I've talked about this on the podcast. This guy littered a fucking bunch of McDonald's out his window. And we were stopped at a red light. I was on my bike. This was 5 years ago.
Okay.
And I was like,
See, that's a full-on bag of trash.
Oh yeah, no, it was all trash.
That's a little different.
He had kids in his car and shit. So I'm sitting there at the bike, and I turn to my ex. At the
Failure
time,
breeds failure.
and I said, look at this fucking asshole littering, and the guy heard me, and he gets out of his car, huge guy.
Sure.
And he goes, "What the fuck did you just say?" I said, "I called you an asshole for littering," and he goes, "What?"
I don't remember this story.
And oh yeah, and I go, "You're an asshole for littering," and he was like, "I'm illiterate," and then he's a black guy, and then he thought I called him the N-word.
Oh boy.
So and then I'm like,
so you're on your heels already.
You're littering. You just littered. He goes, "So fucking what? I could punch you in the face right now," and I said, "Okay. I'm not afraid of you," and I had a helmet on anyway. So like, because we're on my fucking Harley, and then he just walks away, gets in his car. Then we're going in the same direction,
of course,
and then he pulls into the same parking lot that I need to go into.
Of course, he did.
Then I just pull in the fucking parking lot,
as you should.
and then he gets out of his car again. "Are you following me?" I said, "No. I'm going to the Verizon store." And then he goes,
oh.
Yeah, just, I'm going to fuck you up. I said, "Okay."
Bet.
And then my ex is screaming, "There's kids in his car. There's kids in his car." Like, no. And then I go, and then I literally turned to his kids. And I said, "Kids, I apologize." I said, "I apologize for yelling."
And all the kids are like, "Fuck you, motherfucker."
No, the kids are just like, I think they were more like stunned at their dad for being such a dick.
So they're like this.
So I didn't fucking apologize to him. Like, that dude, he finally just got in his car and drove off. Nothing. He didn't hit me. He didn't fucking, I think he just didn't think I would like stand back up to him because he's such a big dude. And I'm such a little guy. Like, yeah, so I don't know. He bitched out, and he was a bitch for littering.
Yeah.
And you know what?
More so.
And the trash never got picked up. Like, in the end. Because I was on my bike. I couldn't just get off. Because if I get off, then she had to have gotten off. Then I got to put the kickstand down. Then I'm holding up traffic because then people started beeping at us. It was just fucking ridiculous, dude. There was a girl I was on a date with, actually. This was even longer ago. And she littered at a Wawa. Which is funny you brought up the Wawa.
That story I do remember.
Yeah, but I don't think I ever told it on the podcast.
You did.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, anyway, that relationship didn't go so well, and I got on her for littering.
Well, you can't date a pig.
I can't. But her excuse was, "Have you seen my neighborhood?" And I go,
"Oh, the one who's not from."
What I mean is, like, I just said, because your neighborhood is dirty, you're gonna litter at this Wawa that's nowhere near your neighborhood? And she was like, "Ugh." Eye roll and everything. I was like, okay. I don't understand. I honestly think I see people litter all the time. And dude, on a bike, last week actually, when I was on an exit getting onto Kirkwood Highway, a lady littered, and I was like right behind. Like, it's so dangerous, bikers. Like, when people throw fucking trash out their car while they're moving. Actually, an 18-wheeler pulled in front of me at fucking like 5:45 this morning. No, didn't give a shit. I had to jam on my brakes, going like 60 miles an hour. Yeah, it was. Whew. Yeah, it's dangerous out there.
People it's such a cliche, but people really don't watch for bikes.
Nah, they don't care.
I had a near miss with a motorcycle one time on
Recently?
on 95. This was years ago. This was many years ago.
Oh, okay.
I was in my second car. That's how long ago it was. So I was probably 20.
So this is the car. This is the car you flipped over.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. Never mind what.
Nothing. I got on. I think I was getting on 95 South, and I wasn't looking behind me, but like this bike, like those street bikes, like like crotch rocket.
Yeah.
You know the ones that are like real long.
Yeah.
That go really fucking fast.
Yeah,
there
like
was,
a Hayabusa. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. It was like I'll never forget the guy's face because he was just like some guy on an orange one, and there was a car behind him. And they were both going really fast.
Yep.
But I wasn't looking, so he had to like swerve around me, and he like as he should, he turned around and like flipped me off, and the person in the car who was following him just looked at me and went like this.
Just shake their head.
Just shook his head slowly.
Oh man!
And I felt like such a piece of shit for doing that.
Yeah.
That was
Everybody's definitely had an encounter with a bike some point.
All it took for me though was one near miss, and I was like, I will never take for granted the fact that a bike could fly out of nowhere.
Oh yeah. Well, my old coworker Haley, she
12 years ago, 11 years ago.
Yeah, dude. She got hit by a motorcycle doing like.
I have been too. Keep going.
No, just so she was in Newark, I think, and the dude was drunk on the bike, and he slammed into her car. She was like 16, just started driving, and he slammed into her car, and he was completely fine, but he like totaled her car and his bike. He was just all drunk, and the way he fell, he didn't have any injuries because his body's like all loose or whatever. It's just like some people have all the luck,
superpower.
But yeah, she was like freaked out for life about it, dude.
Was she sitting still?
What do you mean? Oh, yeah. She was at a light.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That stinks. I also got hit by a speeding biker, too.
Really?
I was in Stanton.
Yeah.
So there is a... like, if you're coming towards Stanton on 4...
Sure.
You can turn left... Or, like, the roads... There's a huge triangle there. Well, anyway, I went the other way... And I turned left at the Sunoco.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to turn around and go the other way.
Yeah.
So there's a side street with a stop sign, and
where that antique store is at.
Almost there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that strip.
Yep.
Almost right there actually, and you can only go left.
Yeah.
Because that's the direction of 4.
Yeah.
So I came to a complete stop at the stop sign because there was actively traffic for a second, and I made sure I could see around the car that was parked on the street.
I
looked to my right. I looked to my left for just out of reflex.
Yeah.
I looked to my right again.
Yep.
I start to pull out, and then I'm smacked on the passenger side of my car by a guy on a bike.
Whoa.
And he flies over my bike like 20 feet.
Wait. He flies over your car? You mean?
Like, here's my car.
Yeah.
Here's him.
Yeah. Boom. He flew?
He fucking flew down the street.
Whoa.
And then, like, skidded to a stop. And I was like, holy fucking shit, that guy's dead.
Dude.
So immediately I threw my hazards on. I got out of the car. And I was like, what the fuck? I just came from work.
Yeah.
At Del 1.
Okay.
And I still had, like, my work clothes on. I was like, I was speechless because he was being followed by a friend. And I was like,
no.
I was like, holy fucking shit, are you? Because he was moving and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, are you okay? And his friend, like a real fucking genius, was like, obviously not. And I was like, all right, whatever. And somebody who was at the gas station saw this happen.
Yeah.
And he called it in.
Okay.
And he like came out of the street, was like, yo, everybody, yo, people, the ambulance, whatever, is on the way.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck. So I pulled my car over to the shoulder, and I just sat on the curb and just waited for the ambulance and cops to show up. And then they do, and they're like, what happened? I explained everything. And like at some point he got his helmet off, and he had like blood. Thank God he was wearing a helmet.
Yeah.
Because he would have been dead.
Yeah.
He would have straight up been dead because he had blood on his head and shit. I think what happened, like I found out later that he like broke his hand or something. But like I think the speed limit on that road is like 35.
It's 35
or some shit.
Yep.
And he was going so fast that I didn't see him the first or second time I looked to my right.
Now, did he run a light? Because there's a light right there.
We didn't get to the light yet. We were approaching where that light is.
You were right by bank shots, right?
Kind of.
Okay.
Kind of that area, but
got it.
not that far down. We were farther back.
Oh, you were by the car dealers, like all those car dealers, like that big pink building.
He came from down there. I was up the street by the Sunoco. Okay. He came from down the car dealer side. There's that red light, and then it just keeps going.
Yeah.
But he had plenty of runway of no red light to catch a lot of speed or something, because he fucking creamed the side of my car.
Damn.
He didn't total it
somehow. Whose fault is that?
So
is that yours?
According to the the adjusters or whatever, for the insurance people, it was ruled 70-30.
70 his fault?
70% his fault, 30% my fault.
Wow. I mean, that's pretty fair.
And I was like, I guess I get it. I mean, I could have done something else, I guess, or gone a different way.
Yeah,
whatever,
I mean, that's truly an accident.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know how else to put it. But yeah. Damn, dude.
Also, his name, his last name from like the reports or whatever.
Yeah.
My parents obviously heard about this because this was years ago, and my mom was like, "I know that name." I think that family is like politically connected in Delaware. She was just spiraling because she was nervous.
Sure, yeah.
And she was like, "Oh, you're gonna get screwed because he's connected politically." And I'm like, "I don't think you understand. It was his fault, 100%."
Yeah.
And fuck his jackass friend for being like, obviously.
Yeah.
Or obviously not. Like, I'm not stupid. I want a response. I don't care.
I know. What are you going to do at that point?
What are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
So that was like...
Jesus, dude.
Ever since then, I've been even more cognizant of people coming out of nowhere.
Dude, and with the helmet thing, because I wear a helmet every time.
Fucking God, he had a helmet on.
Yeah, and every time I ride, I have a helmet on, and people always go like, "Well, if you fall, you're probably gonna die anyway, so I don't want to wear a helmet." And I go,
"Not true.
That's 100% false. Your helmet will save your life." Pretty much every time. Yeah.
We are literally trash bags full of flesh and blood.
Oh yeah, and a brain.
Our bodies are so soft, so much softer than people give us credit for.
Yeah, I mean, humans can survive some crazy shit. Don't get me wrong.
We're also pretty fucking easy to kill.
But then there's other times where you fall the wrong way, you break your fucking skull open.
Fucked up forever.
Yeah, dude, it's been so hot lately, and.
What's on your mind?
That's what I mean.
Baby?
It's been so hot lately.
How hot is it?
It's so hot. I talk about this every week. I think we work inside of a hangar, and no AC, and like in the wintertime, no heat.
It was 100 today.
Yeah, I know.
That's not in the hangar. By the way,
I was having a real bad like dick day. You ever have those where you cannot fucking find a comfortable spot for your dick to hang in your pants?
No, mine's pretty chilling most of the time.
No, this was like
I have bad butt days
because I get bad butt days.
Different thing though.
But no, this was a type of day where no matter like what I did, the heat was just fucking with my wiener so much. Like and we were all feeling it today. It was just like I was just like in a mood today, dude, because it was hot as shit. We were pretty busy today. So one of our helicopters hit a bird last night.
Oh man.
So and a bird will fuck some shit up like on a helicopter. So
in the air,
I found like a blade that had like one of the we have like rubber. It's kind of hard to explain. The short of it, there's like rubber strippings on some of the blades, and I was doing
protection or something.
Yeah,
okay.
And I was doing we do things called dailies where you check the helicopter's after they fly, like a daily check, like that. We just call it a daily. So I was doing one this morning, and I saw that, and I was like, oh shit, it looks like it was all fucked up. And then we were like looking around, like on our helicopter. So we call helicopters birds, but it hit a bird, and I don't want
a bird hit a bird.
Yeah, exactly, and I don't want the story to get confusing. So on the nose of the helicopter was a giant blood splatter. So I ended up cleaning that up today, just like bird guts and stuff. Like there's blood all over the place. So yeah, that was my day today. We have these civilians that do work while we're there too. They've been doing this modification.
Yeah, you share the bathroom with them.
Yeah, we do. Well, one of the dudes, we were talking. So one of my coworkers, we're gonna have him on the show sometime too. But he has like all this like, he's younger than us, mind you. And he has all these fucking dumb tattoos of like New York City and like American flags and like
cool.
and the White House and then the twin,
oh my God,
and the Twin Towers. So
real patriot.
So I always fuck with him, and I'll say like, yo, what is 9/11 your favorite holiday or something? And so like, and they're like super detailed. Mind you, this guy has never been to New York City ever in his life. He's from the South, and he just I know, dude. I know. So, and he's a great guy. He's hilarious. Him and I just fuck with each other all day. But so one of the civilians was like, he came over and was like, oh my God, your tattoos are so awesome. And I said, don't lie to him. 9/11's his favorite holiday. And I got the civilian to laugh or whatever. But then the civilian saw my tattoo on my barber pole, and I go, yeah, I know. I have a bunch of shitty tattoos too. And he was like, yeah, but I like that one. I was like, yeah, I was a barber for 12 years. He was like, oh, I was a professional barber. And I go, do you have a license? And he goes, no. And I said, then you were not a professional barber. Because I said, because I get kind of mean with stuff. Like people want to tell me about their fucking haircutting experiences constantly. And I go, dude, look, I cut hair for 12 years for 10 hours a day, every day. Like, I'm a barber, all right? Like I was like, people sit in my fucking chair all the time.
I bleed hair clippings.
But what I mean is like, I was like, look, dude, people sit in my chair all the time, and they tell me they're a barber, and I say, are you licensed? They say, no, but I cut like my friend's hair, and I'm like, okay, sure. And then they're like, want to see pictures? I'm like, no. And then they show me anyway, and then I go, wow, these are trash. And then so he was like, no, man, for the longest time, I was known as the guy who could do the tightest fade in Dover, and I was like, okay.
You were known.
Yeah, I know. And then he goes, because in the state of Delaware, he was like, no, I was a professional, because in the state of Delaware, you can cut as an apprentice under a master barber. I understand that, but that doesn't mean you were a professional barber. You have to be licensed. So anyway, we were just going back and forth, and he was cool and everything. We were like joking around, but I really like people out there. You're not a professional at something unless you get the license for it. There could be things that you're good at, sure, but like just because you're good at figuring out if somebody needs like headache medicine doesn't mean you're a doctor. You know what I mean?
Doesn't mean you're a pharmacist.
Yeah, there you go, pharmacist. Aren't pharmacists doctors?
No.
Really?
You have to take schooling for it, but they're not MDs. No, they don't go to medical school.
Yeah, but you could still be a doctor and not go to medical school.
Not really.
Yeah, you can. What are you talking about?
We're talking about medical doctors.
I just mean a doctor. Like, you have to have a doctorate.
That term
right?
is too broad. Just like barber, apparently.
I guess fucking so. So yeah.
Speaking
so this
of
guy,
my nice pants, they're dry already.
Oh, well, that's good. Let me say.
I do like that.
That's
about
nice.
him.
Yeah, so then he wanted to talk clippers and stuff, and then I like,
oh, man.
I think I like blew his mind. And then I asked him if he knew how to use scissors, and he said no, or a straight razor. And I was like, so
you're a real poser.
You're not a fucking barber then.
No.
But anyway,
if he had a tattoo of a barber pole, that would be ironic.
Not ironic, but it would be
ironic
strange
in comparison to the guy who's never been to New York and has New York tattoos.
That's fucking hilarious.
Funny.
Yeah. He's a good dude though. I'd like to have him on the podcast. He's actually a listener, so shout out. I guess I could say shout out Mahoney. I'll shout you out. He's been listening lately. He thinks we're funny.
Mahoney.
So
what was in that cup? Why is a spoon in there?
I mixed in like Propel powder when I got home.
Okay.
So that's the other thing, dude. Like, like you know me, I have like a lot of energy usually. Like I'm kind of like I'm like annoyingly energetic compared to most people, but I'm so tired from the heat. Like I worked out at work today at like the end of the day when we didn't have any more work. And I'm like, whoo, dude, I'm feeling it. Like I'm so dehydrated when I get home. So I've been drinking I drink a lot of water, but then Liz got me these Propel like mixer things you mix in your water.
Yeah, I see.
They're good. They help me like just get my electrolytes back, dude.
Yeah,
we ate pizza tonight too. I needed the carbs, man. I was like, I like sweat out all my weight at work. I mean, I am like, my balls are in like my balls have become their own fucking swamp monster, dude. Oh my God. I'm telling you. Yeah. Balsaclicon.
Hey, keep it down down there.
Yeah. So yeah, it was a rough one.
I mean, it has been oppressively hot.
It has been, dude. Climate change is real.
It is. Yeah. I mean, it is summertime.
You're right. It is summer, but I can't wait for the fall. I'm very excited. Oh, I didn't get to talk. So what else is on my mind is yes, exactly, boo, because it's spooky season. See, I turned your negative into a positive for me. So don't
call it that.
I built a prop last weekend. I didn't even get to show you yet. It is so cool. So for those of you who maybe this is your first time listening or whatever, I build a haunted house every year for Halloween. I'm very, very into it. It's a big part of my life.
It's his thing.
It is
more than anything, I'd say.
I would say so, yeah.
Even more than this very show.
No, it's not dumb. I mean, I do this more than I do that, I guess. but yeah, that means a lot to me. So, so I built this prop, and it's a skeleton, a pirate, and he's leaned up against an old barrel, and he's drinking out of a jug, which I still need to attach the jug. I finally have a jug, but then it's going to be it's water, and the water goes like through his head, and then it goes into the barrel and it circulates. So I have all that.
Oh, cool.
I have all that part done.
That's
I
awesome.
dressed the skeleton. I just need to attach the jug to his
water,
hand.
Helen, water.
Yeah, I think of that all the time. Dude. Yeah. So anyway, it's been done before a million times, but it always looks really good. I also have to wire a light to it so that you can actually see kind of like what's going on there, and you can see like the liquid going through him.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
It'll be fun.
I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, man. This year's theme is pirate ghosts and pirates. I think that's gonna just be my haunt forever, is like pirate stuff. But I'm gonna add more and more every year. Like I'd like to build part of a ship and stuff and put it in the yard, and that kind of a thing. Cool. Yeah, dude. Oh, and my windshield wiper motors came in the mail, and those are for another prop I'm building. So let's see what else. I don't know. I'm not like huge into PC culture, but there's a lot of stuff I actually do like about.
Can't wait for this part.
Yeah. But there's a lot of stuff about PC culture that I do like, and I'm glad it made people more aware of the fucking annoying things that or like the shitty things people say. One of those things happens to be the joke of 27 genders. People always want to fuck with me because they all found out I'm like a liberal at work, and I know, and I'm actually the only one that actually like stands up for what I believe in. Everybody else kind of just gives into peer pressure all the time. It's very obvious at work. So these guys were joking with me. They're like,
I'll put a pin in that.
Well,
thought.
he over here believes in 27 genders. He thinks there's 27 genders, and
sure.
I was like, well, and I gave them like my thoughts on it, and I actually like spoke with them like just clearly, and I never get argumentative because that makes people like also argumentative. And after that, literally it was a 2-minute conversation, and they were like, oh yeah, I guess I just didn't even think about it that way. And I was
probably not.
But like people who listen to this, or people maybe you guys have this same experience at work, like with that the dumb joke of like, oh, I guess there's 100 genders now.
Why not?
Yeah, exactly. Like for one, try not to let it get to you, and if it does, my recommendation now, I mean, maybe don't take advice from me, but this has always seemed to work for me. All I do is be goofy about it. I laugh at their dumb little joke, and then I go, actually, and then I explain what I think of the situation, and how I go, well, to me, gender is more of like an institutionalized thing that we've been taught a certain way, and maybe it's not exactly what we think. Maybe, like animals in the animal kingdom. And this is what I said to them. I said, a lot of times they change their sex so that they're able to reproduce. And sometimes, humans are born into the body of one thing and they are another thing. And yeah. And they were like, oh, I never thought about it that way.
Guess not.
Yeah. So I don't know. I thought that was interesting, and I thought that was something a lot of people could relate with at work, because that fucking joke, I haven't just heard it here at my work. I would hear it in the barbershop constantly.
In order for them to hear it, it has to have been around for a long time.
It sure has, yeah. It is getting kind of
It's played
annoying
out.
where you're like, yeah, it's like, oh, these millennials and their 27 genders,
So.
It's like, dude, and like I said, the PC police are fucking annoying. Like I am. A lot of PC culture is fucking bullshit. Like, it's a lot of people who never won a trophy in their life and they want to be special without doing anything important. But there is a lot of good stuff that came out of it as well, and I think opening up people's mind about gender is a very good and important thing.
Yeah, it all kind of started with holding people accountable for doing dumb shit.
Yes,
or bad shit more
but
so.
But I think you and me and our buddy yesterday were kind of talking about while we were running how it goes so overboard one way, and then it takes like 20 years, and then it finally evens out.
I said that the pendulum swings one way, and then a generation later it swings the other.
Yeah,
it's everything is cyclical.
Yeah, I think so. Actually, Darby Crash used to say that. Darby Crash from the Germs. That's why their logo is that circle.
Oh.
So he would always say, one of their songs is called Circle One, and he would always say, you'll find yourself doing something, and then a year later you'll find yourself doing that same thing, and everything works in circles. And I thought that was really interesting. He said, right now this is Circle One, but a year or two from now it could be Circle Two, and that was kind of cool.
Very profound.
Yes, yeah, very, very smart individual. Darby Crash was. He died at 22. Yeah, I read all his fucking book. I've read so much about Darby Crash. I was obsessed with the Germs when I was a kid.
Must have been pretty fucking smart to be highly regarded as a 22-year-old.
He was he died the same day John Lennon did. Yeah, because his death was like overshadowed.
Well, yeah, one of them made headlines.
Yeah,
and the other one didn't.
Darby did not, but his legacy is pretty interesting, and like the Germs burn thing is pretty cool. So, but yeah, so that's what's been on my mind. I'm trying to think if I've got any more for you. Oh, we watched a couple of really good movies this week. I mean, I don't know if you want to get into that too much, but I'll just kind of talk about
what
the
else
one.
Are we gonna do? This is our show.
I know. Well, okay, so I showed Liz an old Hitchcock film called I Confess. Have you ever seen that movie? Oh, hold on, my wife's coming down. Hey! Oh, that's great, honey. Is this one for me?
Yeah, it can be. I fucked up the back of it. I'm gonna make 5.
What do you mean? What's wrong with the back?
I bent it right there, and the first one
That's
I
fine.
missed it.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
Huh.
Yeah. So I taught Liz how to make buttons, like little pins.
Buttons.
Because I have a button machine upstairs, so... Because we make everything in house for Fat Monster Matt. Good job, honey.
And everything you do, really.
Yeah.
Oh, so
go on.
You remember? I wonder if you were here for this. No, definitely not. I had a too long of a discussion about the difference between pins and buttons.
Really?
Yeah.
With whomst?
I won't say.
Was it me?
It was Mel. She doesn't listen to the show anyway.
Yeah, was it Mel?
It was Mel.
Go on. Yeah. So pins, I'm assuming, are enamel pins, and then these are buttons?
Right. Some people, including her, calls this little circular guy a pin.
I call that a pin, too, but I know it's a button.
It is a button.
It is a button. But I call them pins as well.
Like you said, enamel pins are more complex, and they have the little things sticking out of the back of them.
Yep.
And they have the back that's not a part of the structure.
Yeah.
You have to stick it on there. Totally different.
What do you think, listeners? Are they pins? Are they buttons?
Let us
know.
know.
Or could you not give a shit about this conversation in the least? Maybe you don't wear pins or buttons.
Yeah, maybe you're just a square.
I thought it was hip to be a square.
Oh.
Well, I have drill this weekend, which means I have a 7-day work week this week. It is, yeah.
Darn.
I know.
No,
but
that actually means you have a 11-day work week.
No.
It bleeds into Monday.
No. So they were
Oh?
super nice, and they gave us Monday off.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. I'm actually very excited about Monday off. Yeah, the Army did that one right for us. So we're going to have Monday off and then Friday off. So I only have a 3-day work week next week, but I do a 7-day work week this week. So, whoa, what happened? Did your mic shut off? Did it come unplugged? Did you hit
Somehow
the mute?
the mute button got hit. That was weird.
I think you hit that when you hit the
Applause button?
Applause button.
Maybe. A big green weenie fucks again.
Whoa! What else has been going on for me? Oh, so we watched this movie called I Confess.
Yeah,
It's an old Alfred
Hitchcock.
Hitchcock movie. For those of you who are movie fans out there, it's a really interesting film because it's about this guy that murders somebody in the very beginning of the film. So I'm not spoiling anything. And he goes and instantly confesses his sins to a priest. But the priest obviously can't go turn him in because he'll be excommunicated from the church, which is a real thing. In fact, in a priest's job description, when they are in like the priesthood school,
Seminary?
like is that what it's called? So when they're in the seminary, they are told that they could possibly, if not probably, go to prison at least once in their careers because of secrets that they withhold from the law. So
You'd think there'd be some kind of... No, I guess not. Never mind.
yeah. So this priest who is a really, really good person, like you find out and stuff. So the police start suspecting him, and then the movie goes on from there. They start suspecting the priest of the murder. So I don't want to spoil the movie, but it's a really, really good film, and it's a Hitchcock classic, in my opinion. And yeah, I'm a big Hitchcock fan, so
You put the cock in Hitchcock. I got it. Don't worry.
Thank you. So when I was a kid at Universal Studios, they had the Alfred Hitchcock experience, like the ride. Did you ever get to go on that or experience that?
Don't remember.
So it was a part 3D show, which was amazing. They showed you how they did Dial M for Murder, and then they would have all the birds rip through the screen and fly at your face, and it was terrifying. Then they would bring you backstage, and they would show you how Psycho was filmed, and they would act it all out, and then they'd pick somebody from the audience. They had like a whole spiel that they did, and they showed you a miniature of the Psycho house. And they went over the shower scene. It was really, really cool.
I think that experience existed when I went to Universal as a kid, but I didn't go there. Like I didn't do the thing.
Is that Liz banging up there?
Could be. She's up there, so.
Is that you? Liz? Was that you banging up there? You jammed what? Okay.
Nice.
How?
This is great. Matt is discussing the intricacies of the button machine with Liz. On mic. Off mic, but on mic. Well, we figured out what the sound was, didn't we?
I'm gonna have to go up there soon and unjam that.
Do you?
Yeah. I even specified to her. So what she did was she put two of I already know. So do you know you've made buttons before, right? So
I've used a button press, but I've never made them.
So that's what like the button press.
You do one at a time.
Yeah, but she got two lodged in, and I told her, I was explaining to her last night, make sure you don't get two of them lodged in.
Whatever.
We'll see. Hopefully it's not broken.
Let's get into some work shit.
Yeah, well, I mean, I feel like I've just been talking about work the whole time. It's a good job, I'm happy with it. I'm tired at the end of the day.
Yeah. Any tough thing like that.
Yeah.
So
one more thing. So we do a safety meeting every week, and last week we talked about how like hydraulic fluid can seep into your nervous system, and ever since then,
right, you've been
I've
all
freaked out, dude. Yeah. So I mean, I wear gloves anyway, but sometimes it'll just spill on you or whatever, and it kind of freaks me out. They talked about how like sometimes it takes 20 years and then boom, cancer from all this stuff. So I don't know.
What are you gonna do?
Fucking not get it on
Get
me,
the
I
cancer?
guess.
You don't get the cancer.
Yeah. Anyway, go on. Let me hear some of your work stuff.
Well, let's see. You ever work with someone who's like they ask you a question They immediately don't. Well, this is kind of you. They ask you a question. They immediately don't pay attention to the answer, and they talk about something else.
That's definitely not me, but go on.
So,
but yes, I work with 2 individuals like that.
they engage you.
Yep.
You respond, and
Yep.
then they completely disregard what you say.
They don't
just
even,
to keep going.
They want to hear themselves talk more than anything.
Yeah. So, my one coworker, we were engaged in conversation about a particular account or customer, and they asked me a question, which I responded to. I was like, yada 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 yada, and then they go, "Oh, there's pretzels in the break room." I'm like, "Does that? What?
All right, that is kind of
like,
me.
I was like, "I'm sorry. There's what? There's what?
There's
like,
pretzels in the break room.
We were not talking about the break room or food." And I'm like, "What?" But like the total lack of, like the not give a shitness about it annoyed the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
And I wrote it down immediately because I was like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm gonna talk about you.
Oh man. Yeah. My dad is kind of like that, where he stands on his tiptoes until he's ready to say what he wants to say, until you're finished talking, just so he can say what he wants to say. He doesn't listen to a word you say. So I can understand that. That's pretty funny.
My God.
There's a person at my work who literally will not listen to what you say, and then he sort of just one-ups what, like, I guess he listens just enough to what you say to just one-up it, but he cannot wait for you to even finish your sentence, and then he just chimes in with his own fucking story that has nothing to do with,
That's maddening.
It is. It actually drives all of us nuts at work.
Gotta do something about that guy.
Yeah.
Maybe let
Probably
him
not.
handle the hydraulic fluid. From now on.
Yeah, he's handled his fair share of hydraulic fluid, but yeah, maybe that's why he does it. It's in his neurons, his neurological system, his neurological system. But yeah, no, I can understand being pissed about that.
Yeah.
Next time, just go. I mean, like what can you say to "There's pretzels in the break room"? You should say, like, "I know, I brought them for you."
I would in the moment I would probably be diplomatic about it. Be like, I understand that, but before I get to those pretzels, I kind of want to talk about what we were talking about before. Well,
Sure.
Whatever.
No, yeah.
Man, my stories fucking suck.
No, that was actually a good one.
No, my motorcycle story was cool, but not that one.
I like that story. See, I'm more interested in the pretzels. These pretzels are making me thirsty.
Yeah.
It's from Seinfeld. Yeah, go ahead and write that one down. All right. I'm still on a spooky kick too on YouTube. I can't stop watching spooky stuff again. I usually go through a phase. It'll probably be like a 4-month thing, and then I'll end up watching video game stuff, and then right back to spooky stuff. So, and it's spooky season. So, for everybody out there, spooky season has begun.
Has it?
Yeah.
It's still summertime.
Yeah, but it's August. So right now it's spooky season starts because now all the Spirit Halloweens will be coming. By the way, did you see that there's a Spirit Halloween the movie coming out?
No.
It looks so dumb.
What is it? Is it fictional?
Is it? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Is it? No.
Well, this is news to me. I have to ask you these
non-fiction.
questions.
It's the Spirit of Halloween.
Hey, there could be a Spirit doc in the works. Who
That
knows?
actually would be pretty cool to see. But
Exactly,
no,
so
it's
fuck you.
it is a fictional, like a story-driven movie.
About Spirit Halloween.
It has to do with Spirit Halloween. I'm not really sure. I'll probably see it because I'm dumb also. But yeah. What did we go see in theaters? I can't remember. Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, what'd you see in theaters today?
No, I haven't been to the theaters because we went. The last movie we
Damn,
saw
it's
was
been like 24 hours since you've been.
Yeah,
You better hurry up.
But the last one we saw was Nope, and I hated it. Did you go see it yet?
Nah.
You're missing out. Did you get it unclogged? Oh my god! All right,
Kinda's better than no.
I gotta get up there and get this. How long have we been potting? Has
Long
it been an
enough.
hour?
I guess long enough, you fucking baby.
What did I say? Oh shit!
That's-
I didn't realize we went that long.
That's not including the
The outtakes.
the us getting settled, but there's not much else. I have nothing else. My tank is empty. So
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think. I wanted to have a very special guest on tonight, but they had to cancel. But they have a extremely interesting story to tell. But they had to get the law involved in something of what I was telling you about.
ooh, is this a sneak peek right now?
It is. Hopefully, this all works out. I can't say who it is, and we have to keep them anonymous on the podcast. But I'll just say this: they escaped a cult, and that's all I can say. And it's fucking wild.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I remember that.
And
I can't wait to hear about
I
that.
can't wait also because my eyes were like wide the whole time they were telling me this story.
What are we gonna do about those?
We're gonna have to not. We'll
That's
probably,
not an option.
Or we'll have them on.
They can sit here.
No,
Not facing the camera.
We might have them on a video or on a voice thing only, like call in. But dude, they have a cool story, so it'll be a good podcast.
It better be good.
Yeah.
That being said, if you want to hear these, if you want to hear this show on a, well,
I know. Can you hear? You could probably hear that on microphone.
no, my
wife.
my brain took a shit at
Okay.
the same time.
I'll you want me to
Follow the show on social media, and by social media I mean Instagram.
TikTok?
I'll get there.
Okay.
Find us on ThankYouForUrServices _podcast. And in the bio of our Instagram is our TikTok, our YouTube. The show is on all the streaming platforms that you can think of. And full video episodes on YouTube. And then I keep forgetting to advertise the fact that we live stream the shit.
We are live streaming
Two.
on Twitch right now at Punk Rock Plastics. Punk_rock_plastics. PLASTIXXX.
That's right.
Punk Rock Plastics. That's also my Twitch. So sometimes I Twitch. Well, a lot of the time I Twitch stream building haunt props and stuff like during haunt season. So I'm going to be starting to do that again.
I remember when you did that. That's
yeah,
right.
I actually had a good amount of people viewing that, and it was fun. I was just like answering questions about like how I would build stuff and whatever.
Oh, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
If you're interested in getting into the back catalog and you are a YouTube subscriber, I'm slowly but surely putting up the episodes on YouTube. Like some people just like I used to do. I would throw YouTube on my desk and
Yeah.
I'd listen in my headphones at work. So I'm putting the back catalog on there, audio only, because we didn't start doing the video stuff until a little bit ago. But and if you're not on social media at all, you can reach us via email. And you can write in your questions, comments, concerns, complaints. It doesn't. I'm still looking for who my knight in shining armor named Boris Karloff's driveway is.
He sent us the
With
he
your
or
sweet-
she
sweet leather jacket
sent us a big
phallus
a penis with wearing a leather jacket.
with sunglasses on. Still think about that email and how funny that was to read
That was
in real
very
time.
funny. Yeah.
But oh yeah, well, just I appreciate the fact that new people are finding this show a lot.
Oh yeah, me too.
Especially like the TikTok kind of blew up out of nowhere. I guess my first post got some views, the second post got more, and then every view on TikTok is a new potential listener to the full show. So
Yeah.
I'm thankful for all of that.
Seriously, thanks guys.
Yeah. It's been cool. And this is really fun to do. This is like one of my favorite things I've ever done is this show.
This is really fun. Yeah.
And
We're just gonna keep going until the end of time, pretty much. I mean,
Yeah. You're stuck with us.
Yeah.
More
So
or
we'll
less.
keep making them. You keep listening, and
We'll keep putting out shows for you.
yeah. So
We've got guests coming up.
yeah, we have a real cool guest coming up soon.
Multiple
Yeah.
cool guests coming up. So
Oh yeah.
stay tuned through the summer, and perpetually, I hope. So,
Woo!
good night.